Alright, so welcome to your first drawing instructions. You just finished your your pre-instruction drawing. So now I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some clues that should help you out. One of the very first clues is to slow down a lot. What you're going to slow down for is to look for details that you would miss by going fast. So slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Look for those details. Okay, the other thing I want you to try out is to use smooth lines. Not straight, but continuous. Get rid of the jagged, nasty lines. Stuff like this is totally out. Stuff like this is what we're looking for. Controlled, smooth, descriptive, purposeful lines. And the last thing I want you to think about is drawing life size. So when you set your hand down, or your object, your subject matter down on top of your drawing, the sizes match exactly perfectly. So here's an example of a life-size drawing. You could see that the sizes match pretty well. It's not tiny and it's not really big. We'll get to this in just a minute. So here we go. I'm going to show you a brief example of what that might look like as you draw, and then you guys are set free to go ahead and do it on your own. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw what I see, and I'm going to try and observe very carefully. I'm going to move my eye and my pen together along the details. So from where I'm sitting, which is a little bit different than what you see, is I see this. I'm going to start there at my wrist. I'm going to get these important details. My wrist line is immediately interrupted by this watch band. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that watch band in as soon as I see it. And I'm going to try and get the exact same details that I see on the watch band. So here's this line, here's this line, and here's this line. I'll come back and get those in a minute. Right here, I'm going to continue on my wrist, and keep in mind my viewpoint of this is slightly different than what you're seeing in the camera, but you should see the basic shapes. I'm also going to draw details right when I get to them. So there's a little wrinkle there, little tiny wrinkle there, so I drew them in as I got to them. And this dips in very slightly, so I'm going to try and capture that. And this pen moves up here. There's some wrinkles. I'm going to try to draw those exactly as I see them. This one curves down this way. This one goes in right here, and I'm going to draw it, and that makes it look more three-dimensional than adding it later. Another one right here, right here. So you can tell that's the knuckle of my thumb. The other thing I'm going to do is capture this shape right here, and from my view, this is actually a little more rounded. If I make a mistake, I'm going to fix it right while I'm there. And I'm going to get that crescent shape space as well. Not everybody has that, so draw what you see. Don't copy this drawing. I made a mistake there, so I'm just going to keep going, and nobody will probably ever notice it. And here comes another wrinkle, that's here and here. And you guys can see how this is going to go. So the only way to learn it is to actually get in there and start drawing on your own, doing some of those right brain things that we had been talking about. But like I said, I want this about life size, which it is right now. That's about life size. I'm going to draw life size. I'm going to use smooth, continuous lines like this one, and I'm going to slow down and get details. So here's those details, here's those smooth lines, and it's about life size. Alright, good luck. Give it your best shot. Go ahead and draw your hand in a couple of different positions. Each drawing should take approximately 12 minutes. Good luck.